Alright, so now let's do converting fractions into decimals. So try converting 1 over 4 into a decimal. Pause the video and then we'll go through the process. Okay, so to convert 1 over 4 into a decimal, we have to kind of do a long division. So it's going to be 4, right? Or 1 divided by 4, right? Okay, now the thing is, normally when you do long division, if you have a lower number here, you can't really do it, but we can fix this by using decimals. So what we have to do is we have to put a decimal point after the 1 and then add a 0. So now if you think about it, now we can actually divide, right? Because 10 is bigger than 4. So what we're going to do is, where we put the decimal point, we're going to put it on top here, and then now we divide 10 from 4. Now 4 goes into 10 2 times, right? Which gives us 8, and what's left over? We have 2. Alright, now we can keep going. Now what we're going to do is add another 0. Alright, and then we're going to bring down that 0. So now 4 goes into 20 how many times? 5 times. Now 5 times 4 is 20. So when we subtract that, we get 0. So the answer is 0.25. Alright, let's go to the next problem. Alright, try converting this fraction. This is a proper fraction, so it's 2 3/5 into a decimal number. Pause the video. Okay, so now to do this problem, what we have to do is we have to separate the whole number from the fraction. So pretty much when you write this in a decimal, you just write, just bring down the 2, then you put the dot, and now all you have to do is solve this problem right here, 3 over 5. So now let's do the long division. Okay. Since 3 is smaller than 5, we have to put a decimal point and then add a 0. So now we can divide 30 from 5. Alright, put the decimal point on top. And then 5 goes into 30 6 times. 6 times 5 is 30. And that equals 0 when we subtract it. So the decimal point is 0.6. So the total answer is going to be 2.6. So when you have proper fractions like this, you just, for the whole number, you just bring it down, and then you just solve the fraction and then add that later to the whole number. So it's 2.6. Alright, let's move on. Let's try 8 over 33. Oh, sorry, let's try 5 over 8. Sorry. Alright, so this, we're gonna do long division. So since 5 is smaller than 8, we have to add a decimal point and a 0. Put the 0 on top. So 8 goes into 50 how many times? 6. So 8 times 6 is 48. Alright, we subtract that, and we have 2 left over. Alright, so now we add another 0, bring it down to 0.